Well, gang, after a few mishaps, at least on the developers end, we got Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. So this is day 1 and 2. I haven't looked at anything about this here since it's been corrected. But we got Mr. Fantastic the Maker, the Ultimate Universe version of Reed Richards, and we're gonna take a look at him, all the folks that are gonna be required for days 1 through 5 or 1 through 4, and formulate a game plan. Now, if I were, if I was a betting man, but I'm not gonna bet. I would imagine it'd be some version of the Fantastic Four, or a member of the Fantastic Four, and some Doom related shenanigans. But I know we got Superior Iron Man Doctor Doom here. What was he? 553. Okay. Or infamous Iron Man Doctor Doom. Alright. Let me sip on this water real quick before we start reading. Ah, much better. Techno Magical Mastery is his black ability that costs 6. So it deals damage plus an extra 75% for each supernatural or technologist ally. Each of these allies takes damage, but it's reduced by friendly projectiles as feedback. The more friendly projectiles you have, the less damage they'll take whenever you fire off this ability. Relentless Redemption is his purple ability that's both active and passive. For 8, you create 16 attack tiles on the board. So this would be pretty good for any of those. Not welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. Puzzle Gauntlet nodes that requires you to create attack tiles. Well, there you go. And then passively at the start of the turn, Doom increases the strength of all friendly attack tiles by 20%. If he's brought below 30% health, he converts friendly attack tiles to basic tiles, gaining 300% of their strength as health. Now, I don't know if it's a true heal or not. I imagine that it would be, because it didn't say burst healing, so it would be a true heal. And then that various shield is his red ability. Costs 5, deals, is active and passive. So it deals damage, ignoring any projectiles, and it adds 1 health to a random enemy infiltrator. Passively, if Doom or any of his teammates down an opponent, then an infiltrator Doombot is summoned with 5 health and 2 passives in their place. With black, each turn it destroys 5 AP in that team's strongest color. And in self-destruct, it loses 1 health and converts 1 basic green tile to black. If all allies are downed or Doombots, this team loses. And his affiliation for all those that care: daily play, heroes, geniuses, villains, technologists, supernatural, battle world, Stark Tech for all those that care. Though this one here would be Stark Tech because he made some improvements on Tony Stark's armor. What a lot of folks don't realize, Doctor Doom's armor is, depending on the writer, it either surpasses or is on par with Tony Stark's armor. Alright, the Maker, he is a purple, black, and blue user, though not in that particular order. Ultimate Future, this one here costs 7. It converts converts a 2-turn countdown tile that increases progress by the number of the beast 666. Then deals damage equal to the current progress and converts a random enemy special tile into a new copy of itself. Passively, he starts off with 195 progress. Whenever he makes a non-attack special tile, you create a strength 390 attack tile, and this passive is always unlocked. Children of Tomorrow is his black power that costs 6. It's both active and passive. So actively, you remove all friendly attack tiles, you increase progress by 374 for each one removed, and then you convert a friendly city tile into a fortified attack tile with strength equal to current progress. We'll break that down in a minute once we read the passive. At the start of the battle, and I'm just calling him the Maker. His turn, if one doesn't exist, create a 1-turn fortified city repeater tile that increases progress by 193. While a friendly city repeater tile is on the board, all friendly attack tiles have bonus strength equal to the current progress. Alright, let's break it down. So, as long as you activate the Children of Tomorrow, you're gonna increase the strength of attack tiles on the board. Or you remove all friendly protect tiles, and then you'll just create one massive attack tile. And then while the city repeater tile is on the board, then all attack tiles will have whatever the progress is. And it comes in slices. That happens to be 6. I thought it was going to be 666, kind of like how Bessie was. Comes in slices is his purple ability that costs 6. This one here is also active and passive as well. He deals damage, and you select up to 2 basic tiles, converting red, black, and purple tiles to strike tiles, and black, his colors, that's black, purple, and blue, black, and purple to strike tiles. And then tiles that aren't his strongest colors, yellow, green, and red, so not in that particular order, to protect tiles, with each strength equal to 20% of the current progress. Passively, Maker deals bonus max damage equal to the current progress. His countdown and repeater tiles continue to work if he's stunned, airborne, or away. Higher levels, more damage, increases the progress, but still the passive pretty much stays the same. Alright, his affiliations, for all those that care: villains, obviously; geniuses, obviously; enhanced, because bombarded with cosmic rays; multiversal, again like I mentioned, 1610, that's the original Marvel Ultimate Universe; time displaced; and battle world for all those that care. Now, in the comics now, hang on just a second, y'all. Okay, so as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by a phone call. Uh, this version here of the Maker, and I should have paused this here. So you're gonna have a few minutes of silence, um, because I didn't pause the video. Anyway, he's trying to bring back the ultimate universe, his universe, by finding a universe that's similar to the heroes that he had in his universe. You know, your Spider-Man, your Doctor Dooms, characters like that there, and he's manipulating and twisted them into his machinations. Uh, it's actually going on right now. The Children of Tomorrow, that power there, that's actually referencing referencing one of the things that he's doing right now, which he's locked up inside of a vault, and whatever it is that he comes out, well, things are about to go down. Let's see here. Then this is his costume here, the ultimate Maker right there. Now, the other thing about the Maker, why he wears that mask there, his face got, well, mangled and tortured and all that good stuff there. Now, I would love to see at least the ultimate version of Doctor Doom. Now, that would actually be pretty cool, because the ultimate version of Doctor Doom is just Reed Richards, but it's Doctor Doom. Alright, let's select 2 times. Put on the ultimate future. Alright, there's that big meaty attack tile right there. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, there is that. Alright, so from one Reed Richards, let's get the regular Reed Richards, but not with the light blue costume. No. And I'd rather equip the Future Foundation, because that light blue costume ain't that great. How many more special tiles? Okay, we're at 3. Alright, actually imagine that. Hopefully it gets us something good. Alright, cool. We'll double up on Imagine Not. Oh no! So perhaps the maker's better than the normal Reed Richards. I probably should increase the healing, but it should be alright. Let's go this way here. Repeater. See, I hate it when the board does like that there. See, it gave him an unfair board shake. And we'll try it one more time with Reed, hopefully. Since you can't really stun though. I'd rather keep the extra damage, but man, we'll run with it one more time if he can get something good. I hate to use the pun fantastic, but it would be. Don't worry, we'll get rid of remove Peter's health momentarily. Alright, now we can pop a heal. That hurts just a little bit. I'm making survive one. Yeah, maybe. Spin win. Nope. I mean, we got a little bit better when it came to the health. What's the name? But alas. I tried 3 times with Reed. Apparently you're not the strongest man in the universe. I guess I will use Lord Doom instead. There we go, there's... Okay, yeah, so it is a true heal. I was always wondering, was it a true heal or not? And now we know. Okay. If Lord Doom isn't working...
Okay, desperately seeking Susan then. Like, wait, what? Like, yeah, if we get invisible with Susan, we should be alright. Because at least we can manipulate some of the makers' special tiles and make them non-existent. There you go. There's 4 of them locked. Well, it certainly didn't help that we were using characters that didn't have active abilities or could push out damage. More support characters. Anyway, day 1 warm up, and this one here is with Uncanny Nightcrawler. This is Nightcrawler as Spider-Man. This here was going on during the whole Fall of X, all that storyline. Purple, red, and blue, just like all versions of Nightcrawler. Well, the 4-star version of Nightcrawler and the original Spider-Man. Spider Portation cost 7. This is essentially BAMF. Deals damage to the target and converts up to 6 tiles of the color most present on the board. Again, this is just BAMF. That's all it is. The 4-star version of Nightcrawler, this is BAMF. Astral Cutlass is his red ability that costs 9. Deals 2 hits of permanent damage, ignoring enemy projectiles. This is a much better version than of his red ability. And then finally, Great Kinship is his blue ability that costs 6. Deals damage for each point of AP in his teammate's strongest colors, or deals damage if by himself. Passively, whenever a teammate makes a match in the strongest color, create a strike tile. If Mystique happens to make the match, then you add an additional tile. Because again, Mystique is his mother. Higher levels, 2 strike tiles, add an additional tile of the same strength. Stronger stuff all around. His affiliations for all those that care: Heroes, X-Men, duh. Mutants, I mean that's kind of obvious. Excalibur, one of the OG members of Excalibur and fan favorite for all those that care. Let's put in Mystique, why not? And then make it a family affair. I kind of wish we had Destiny up in the game, but nah, we don't. So this will be the next best thing. Strongest color should be green. I can hear Rogue now. What's your strongest color? Purple, cool deal, that'll work. So we can get the Mystique. There we go. Yeah, that's yellow, I kinda wanted purple. Alright, this is it, the damage. Whoa. Now it's time for the 3-star. 5 level, Captain Marvel. Cool deal. I'm trying to think of what's the relation with Reed here. Anyway, she is a red, yellow, and green user. Captain Marvel is her red ability that costs 10, so she'll deal damage, and then she'll deal another amount of damage, ignoring enemy projectiles and destroying up to 3 enemy projectiles. Destroyed tiles obviously don't generate AP or deal damage. Again, this is essentially the 3-star Carol's or the 2-star Carol's red ability where it destroys projectiles. And then passively, if Captain Marvel is on the team, doesn't matter which version of Carol it is, 2, 3, 4, or 5, then Viola's match damage is increased by 110%. Higher levels makes it 200 all around. Stronger Together is her yellow ability that costs 8. It's both active and passive. Actively, you convert 4 green basic tiles into protect tiles, and then 4 red basic tiles into strike tiles. If Moondragon happens to be on the team, if match damage would be reduced by either would reduce either Moondragon or Palavel to less than 15% of health, including down, they are healed for 15% instead. And we know this is a true heal because of the Doctor Doom stuff. And the Cosmic Awareness is her passive ability. Whenever she's at 43% health or less, or at level 5, half health, she gains Cosmic Awareness. And what it does, she gains 1 red and 1 green AP at the start of the turn. And at the end of her turn, she destroys 1 tile in the enemy's strongest color, and destroyed tiles don't grant AP or generate AP. Same difference. Her affiliations: Heroes, Cosmic, because I mean the Negabands and whatnot. Enhanced, and Guardians of the Galaxy for all those that care. So let's see here. No, I forgot. My Ascended Carol is a 4-star. Correct? Yes. And then Moondragon, Heather Douglas, is this color scheme here. Yeah, so let's increase Father's match damage ridiculously. Well, not necessarily ridiculously, but you get the idea. I kind of want Violet to take the damage instead of what's her face, Moondragon. Moondragon does it, then this is gonna happen. Pyrrhic defense. Somebody else is gonna take the damage. Which is a good or a bad thing, especially if you have someone like Captain Marvel here. Cool deal. Now we can Activate Captain's Marvel. And there we go. Alright, day one, toughen up. Lady Octopus, Carolyn Trainer. Okay, so a guy who had to pretend to be Spider-Man because mutants were being hunted. Someone who admires Captain Marvel, and then someone who admires Dr. Octopus. Interesting. We'll bring in Doc Ock just to keep the whole villain thing going on. Anyway, Carolyn is. Oh, he's not ascended yet. Darn. He will be soon. Alright, she's a green, blue, and purple user. Green ability is called Armed. Costs 4. It's active and passive, so she'll create 2 tentacle tiles if she has fewer than 4 on the board. Passively, she takes less damage at the start of her turn, and whenever she fires off an ability. For each tentacle tile that's on the board, you hit a random enemy for a small amount of damage, and if there's at least 3 friendly tentacle tiles on the board, it becomes more dangerous. And more dangerous. Now this here now costs 8. It deals team damage, you stun the target for 2 turns, and you remove a random enemy countdown or repeater tile. Then you remove all friendly tentacle tiles, and destroyed tiles don't generate AP or deal damage. She takes less damage at the start of her turn, or whenever she fires off an ability for each tentacle tile that's friendly that's on the board. Do a random ticket damage, and if there's less than 2 friendly tentacle tiles on the board, it becomes armed. So I don't know why they just didn't say 1. I digress. Cybernetic Enhancement costs 6. It's blue. She creates a 4-turn countdown tile. If 1 doesn't exist, but if 1 does exist, you fortify it, and you increase its timer by 4. While it's on the board, allies deal increased damage and take less damage, and increase each of her teammates' abilities by 1 up to rank 5. And if this tile happens to be matched or destroyed, you stun her teammates for 2 turns. Essentially, this is Black Bolt's yellow ability, but it gives increased damage and decreases damage dealt to us. And the VR Wave Generator is her purple ability that costs 8. You create a 3-turn repeater tile that creates a strike, attack, and protect tile with strength equal to the combined strength of all enemy tiles of the same type. And while it's on the board, all friendly strike, attack, and protect tiles, strike, attack, and protect tiles gain 50% bonus strength. Her affiliations, villain, I mean that's kind of quite obvious. Geniuses, because she's a disciple of Dr. Octopus. And technologist, because, well, she's technology based. I kind of wish I was using the 4-star Dr. Octopus. The reason why I say that there, at least if I matched blue, yellow, or black, he'll create one of those tentacle tiles and then remove any of those special tiles on the board. Oh, we'll just add insult to injury. We'll add more insult to injury pretty soon. We've already seen his ability. Oh, dang. Alright, then finally, who's it gonna be? Well, okay, so we got the 5-star Nova here, Frankie Ray. Ally of the Fantastic Four at times. For these nodes here, since as you can see, mine's is a 1/1/1. Yeah, I do reserve the right to use my 5 stars, and I will invoke that there on tomorrow's node too. But let's get the Silver Surfer here and get some Heroes of Galactus going on. So she is a red, yellow, and black user. Gold Comet costs 6. She creates 3 charge tiles. Then she goes airborne for 3 turns. When she goes airborne and at the start of her turn, while she's airborne, she deals damage to the enemy team for each charge tile on the board. So you already know who I'm going to use her with. Burn Bright. This is her red ability that costs 7. It deals damage and additional damage for each charge tile on the board. At the start of the battle, you create 5 charge tiles. At the start of our turn, remove a random charge tile. She deals 17% increased damage and takes 10% decreased damage for each charge tile on the board up to 5. Siphon Powers are black ability that costs 6. Convert up to 4 non-friendly tiles into green or red charge tiles, destroying 1 random enemy AP for each basic tile converted. Passively, she can't be stunned, and whenever an ally causes a charge tile to leave the board, you deal damage. But this here pretty much pairs with our good friend Jane Foster Thorpe. That's who I was saying this is going to be kind of obvious. Mighty Thorpe. Her affiliations for all those that care, but you really can't see it. It's enhanced, cosmic, daily play, heroes. Yeah, daily play, heroes, cosmic, and enhanced. For all those that care, but again, you can't really see it because blocking. Alright. Let's move this one here. Molten Norn red. Tiles too. right back to being airborne. Let's see here. Prior to a countdown, why not? Get rid of him.
And then I can make her do that.
Alright, so there's D1 done. They're gonna make charge tiles too. So that helps us out a little bit.
Again, I don't want to use a chain fossil for not yet.
Let me think here. 5-star that can create charge tiles, so that's Black Bolt. Nobody really cares about the Inhumans, but what we're gonna use them here for right now. Alright, turn off character effects. I don't care. Black Bolt's gonna create one. 2 get destroyed, 1 gets created. Or 1 gets destroyed, 2 gets created. Kind of need Black Bolt to come back. Create some charge tiles. There we go. Oh no, you're just sitting over airborne. That's a bad idea. His color blue. Convert that to that.
So there you go. There's one way to make Frankie Ray
Sort of kind of useful again. She's going to be a 1-1-1 for the time being. Alright, toughen up.
Since I did say
I wanted to use that Doc Ock. We'll use that Doc Ock. He's I don't remember what Alpha Molina is. Should be this here. Yeah, there we go. We'll take the match 5. That's what I wanted right there. You scumbag, Bobby. a snowman. Go ahead and reality crush. Oh, you just made a big mistake. Well, you did your job, Maker. That's all I need you to do. And now this is where the fun begins. Oh, that's cute. They got special tiles on the board. Not no more. Well, tactical deployment, that'll activate, but not that one there. Alright, now we gotta create tentacle tiles in a non-yellow color. Okey-doke. Violet can stay as she is. Trying to think here. Well, I guess I get Star-Lord because he's a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and technically he was a member of the Guardians of the Galaxy too, Agent Venom. Technically. Hold off on creating special tiles right now, partly because
If the splicer happens to get one of those tiles there,
and does some shenanigans with it, puts us sideways. Military might. That should actually down Luke Cage. So we don't have to worry about his shenanigans no more. I mean, you can still black for me. I'm not gonna be using it too much. I mean, I will, but and we'll take the damage. Again, I'll take the damage. Goodbye, Janet. Gotta send you to another planet. And then this matcher should down it. Yay. Alright, now the final node with Gwenpool now. well, since he happens to be a spider, well, let's actually get Spider-Man in a costume. And then, let me think here. Who else had Spider-Man in a costume? No. Yeah, I guess why not? Because again, Spider-Man's strongest color happens to be yellow. That's why the strike tile was created. It'll be alright. Trust me. I'm gonna wait one turn after these countdown tiles resolve. Alright. Now you're probably wondering, why in the world is he waiting? Stun Dr. Strange for 3 turns. That's something we can kind of deal with. I'll take red. And then we'll do 2 hits of permanent damage. That should down both of them. Alright. That's day 1 and 2 done and dusted. Let's take a look at the vaults. It should be the maker and foes vault, but apparently it's not up right now. So we'll just have to deal with that there. Nothing really of value here. On Stabilize S.H.I.E.L.D, again, opportunities to get the maker for bonus draws. I'll fool with that there another day, aka tomorrow. And yeah, that's all I got. So we'll be back at it Tuesday. Do day 3, and we'll use Jane Foster Thor to more or less annihilate the node. Again, I know it's a 550, but when you have a 1/1/1 Frankie Ray, yeah, I can do that. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Be excellent to your fellow human beings. Until then, peace.